this job every single day, and I love my job, right? Because this is what we do every day. But every day we are doing something to do what? Change the life and the lives of our young people, right? So I could come in here and talk about it every day. Program manager could talk about this every day, because that's what we're being conditioned to do, our instructors. But I have two young men here. One, I'll say he's the perfect youth build client. The reason why I say that is because he came 2017. Wow, he's been with me almost. 2017, he came to the program. The same mannerism that he has today, it was just even quieter, right? But he came to this program, did not have his high school diploma, very quiet, very standoffish, and now today I get to say that he has his high school diploma, and now he is doing our construction training program, and I feel somebody that has done all those things and have come over a lot of obstacles in their life, they're the ones that should be telling you about the program. That is my baby, Jonathan. And then I get to call this one my son. I don't know why, for some strange reason, when he came here to the program, everybody was like, wow, y'all look alike. Y'all look like, what? And then so I was just like, oh, okay, well, if you say it, then okay. But I'm trolling, you know. But he came to the program this year, and he wanted to do something different. And our program is based on not saying you need to come in here and meet us at least 80, 90%. That's not going to happen. Don't expect that. It's not going to happen. You have to meet in the middle, 50-50. Sometimes that 50-50 might be 60-40, might be 70-30. So as a team and as a staff, we meet them where they are. So I felt I have two young men here that have been challenged, but I'll bet my check with all the challenges that they're going through, they're still here every day. They're on time. If they're running late, they're going to notify the program manager, Dawood, immediately on why they late, why they not here. So I felt with a group like you, coming from all different walks of life, it's okay, you can hear my voice. You can hear my voice when we get on the bus. But who can tell you more about our program than these two?
I don't even know where to start. All right, well, let me introduce myself. My name is DeMario Johnson. I go by Mario, though. Like she said, I joined this year. It's been going on about 2.5 months, 3 months. So right now, today we're having an OSHA 10 day, so that's what we're doing right now. So I'm not building nothing, but we started off in the books, learning about just the safety and just the general knowledge of construction, and then we got hands-on with the tools. I learned a lot from all the different drills, different nails, screws, how to cut safely. The program though helped a lot. They gave me light equipment like all this, the overalls, the shirt, the boots, came from them. We got hard hats, but we're not working today. Gloves, glasses, all that, PPE. It's great. And like she said, I got a lot of challenges. So me, a lot of people is from San Francisco, but me, I'm not. I'm from Oakland. So they helped me get a Clipper card, get on BART, come here every day. Like they said, we communicate with them a lot. I come late sometimes, you know, buses and BART don't really work in my favor. Yeah, this place, like she said, sometimes they 50-50. Like sometimes I'm going to come. But you know, they help me, encourage me, give me up, get me here. They feed us. Sometimes we can't eat breakfast on time, so you know, we come here. Sometimes we don't have money for lunch. They feed us lunch. It's great. It's a great program. I learned about Youth Build, but I kind of think I'm too old for that. But I did hear about it. It's a great program. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I almost kind of gave up on myself because I still got a burden. You know? I almost gave up on myself, but then I'm like, nah. I really come a long way with this program. It really helped me so much that it's just like, I don't know how to explain this program, but I just, like I said, I love everybody from here. I love this program so much.
So what are some of the things that they did to help you to keep with it?
And they helped me with school. I had to finish history, math, economics. So they really helped me through it a lot on the computer.
Oh yeah, they is helping us with our certifications, NCCER, yeah.
Helping with everything.
So can I ask a question? What are some of the goals you guys are working on while you're here, and what's your end goal?
So I didn't know what I want to do with construction. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know how broad it was. But now that I'm here, I learned about electricians, carpenters, laborers, plumbing. It's more, but I don't know the whole list. But I chose plumbing. That's what I want to get into. Yes, I was influenced by the money. He's a carpenter. A lot of teachers is carpenters. I don't want to necessarily be like them, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
So me, I came here just pretty much lost. You know, I didn't know which direction to take, and I really didn't know. Wasn't really interested in things, especially being a female. Yeah, it was like three of us. Yeah, 3 females here, you know, and it's supposed to be like, you know, everyone's saying it's a man's world stuff. It's really not, you know. we're coming up, you know, and just like being here is like a whole family, you know. It's like it's all family based, you know, and like they even if you're slacking off, they just try to lift you up, you know. I came here because I'm Native American, and I lived on the reservation. It was just really bad, you know, lived in trailers and stuff like that. I wanted to learn how to make houses up there so I can help my family and stuff like that, you know, even the tribe and stuff, you know. So this program's been really helping me out a lot, and I'm pretty sure certifications and I should be out here. Yeah.
Well, they helped me out a lot because I'm in Greenville and I'm older. So for me, it was a second chance at life to do something with my life. And I always liked to build things. I built a doghouse when I was little. I thought that was something. So, and just how we're working on that right there, that was an experience that we all worked as a team to build that, to put up the walls, to learn how the tools work, to learn how to use the tools. And I didn't know what I wanted to get into at first when I started, but I wanted to get into industrial painting or a machine operator. And it's good that, you know, they're giving women a chance to come into the field and show that we can work just as hard, you know, and just to do what we literally taught to do.
That's right.
Just thank God for this chance and, you know, giving us the opportunity to have a career, not just a job, and be in a place where we can move up, you know, to move up in life and do different things.
What would you guys say to other young people or even older people who are looking for to change career or, like you said, get a second chance at life? What would be some of the messages or some of the conversations you would have with other young people or people in your situation who are looking for an opportunity like this?
Well, I would say that any start is a good start. You know, as long as you put your best foot forward. That if you have any obstacles that's in your way, they will help you. Like if you need your GED, if you need your license, there's always help. You can go to help. There's a lot of what do you call it? There's a lot of opportunities. Basically, they give you all the information you need to know. And then you can access different programs. If you need help, they'll come to you. Whatever you need. If you need help with the bus ride, if you need help, you know, there's not any obstacles that's in your way, they'll help you remove. So, I say if you want a chance at life, go ahead and take it.
Can one of you kind of speak towards what inspired you to like kind of get in the program and stick with it? You know, sometimes when we as people are presented with opportunities, we may be like, man, I ain't doing this, or like, I don't really like this. So, you know, one, I commend all of you guys for getting it and staying it, but if someone just want to speak about their journey of what got them in and what stayed, you know, was it the people, was it just opportunities?
It was a lot of the people like reaching out. They'll call you at home and say, hey, are you coming in today? You okay? You know, are you sick? Do you need anything? It's like they'll reach out to you, because sometimes it's days I don't want to get up. I want
Yeah.
to lay in bed and hug them.
Of course.
But then I think about, okay, this is going to be a career, it's not just going to be a job.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to be something that can take me all over the world. So just like you said, get a passport.
Yeah.
Be able to travel. You don't have to stay stuck in your neighborhood.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
some of us, a lot of us never been out our neighborhood.
Yeah.
A lot of us never been out the city. So it's a great opportunity to travel, to learn new things, to meet new people, and like you say, become family.
Yeah.
You know, when you're working with people and networking, you never know who you might meet that you can opportunity.
Also, it's more like, it's one of those things, you know, it's like, they help you, like, get your integrity, you know, like, you know, yeah, we're some of us young, some of us older, but, you know, well, for me anyways, I never really stuck to one thing, you know? And with this, they made it seem like it was actually fun, you know, they made it seem like something that I wanted to be in, and then they hype you up and they show you like all these things that you can get, you know, if it's really on you, and yeah, they'll get you there. It's just you got to put in that effort too.
Yeah.
Like, and they also teach you like, you know, life skills. You know, like on a job, you know, they don't want you to be like on time, because if you're on time, you're late.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be a little early. You know, and they teach you that. And I really appreciate that about here.
Nah, tell me about it. He like, come join.
Yeah.
Went with him. It was up from there. I ain't gonna lie. He the reason I started coming every day just because, you know, I'm an outsider to the city, so I wasn't comfortable. But I had to dig deep and realize, like, you feel me? This is an actual career. Like she said, like, I'm tired of just working a job, getting a check, you know, staying stagnant.
Yeah.
I need to find somewhere I could actually grow in, and this is it. Like, hell opportunities. Yeah, a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Also, like, the thing I love about this place is, like, you know, a lot of us come from different backgrounds and stuff, you know, and, like, we don't have all that much money, you know, and, like, in the construction trade, it does cost a lot, you know, the equipment and all that, and they do help us out with that, as long as we follow through with what we need to do. So that's one thing I love about this program, too, you know, is that they keep their word when they say so, you know.
That's it, right?
That's what I would tell my younger self and other people.
But you talked about something I think was critically important about influencing your community and wanting to be able to build houses for your tribe. Can you talk a little bit about intrinsically, like, you know, why you're motivated by that and what you feel like that can do for your Native American community?
Well, yeah, it's just for the Native American, and then eventually even wider than that, because it's, you know, it hurts, you know, when you're young and stuff, and you don't have that much stuff, and you're just out there playing in the dirt, and you don't got that much stuff out there, and it sucks, you know. We don't got a lot of. I'm Yurok, I'm Native American from up north, and we don't really have that many houses out there. We have mostly trailers and stuff like that, and it gets really cold out there and stuff, you know. And it's just the way we live, you know. And they're like, they're really spiritual people, you know. And we're all about family, you know, and take care of our valley and stuff. So it's like, that's what I want to do, because they gave me so much growing up, like just spiritually, you know, emotionally and stuff. I want to give that back. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah, for sure.
So I work with policymakers, so like Governor Newsom or Mayor London and members of Congress. What would you tell them about what you've experienced here and what they need to do to make sure that more young people get to experience what you've experienced here?
Well,
Expand it more.
I feel like we need a pathway from the school straight to here. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And I say that just because, like, you don't really hear about this in school. Like, all you hear is graduate high school, go to college. And you know, with the area we're in, there's a lot of tech, and that's what they're trying to convince us to get into now. Like I said, I'm not into that. But yeah, we need a pathway, because a lot of people, they graduate high school. High school was the only structure they had. So they got out of high school and they just run wild. Like, they nothing else they want to do. They get into this early, know about it at least, and maybe they can, you know, check it out. And like I said, at least give it a try. It's not for everybody.
And or someone else about this program that's around your age group, about a different path, an alternate path from college. Like, do you ever feel like that they're very hesitant or look down upon it? Like, can you just speak to that experience? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
they look at me like I'm crazy all the time. Like, and I get it too, because if I was an issue, I would do the same thing. Like, man, you tripping. I'm good over here. Like,
Yeah.
But that's what I said. They got to get into it. They got to give it a try. Like, you don't know if you like it or not until you try it. Like,
Send them to me, I'll tell them how much I paid the plumber to come to mine.
Yeah, exactly. I just asked that question because, so I'm a person that went to college, and
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I mean, now I'm 60K in debt. So that's what a lot of, granted, I'm very happy with my college experience. I'm very happy with my route, but sometimes when I am talking to friends and other people and trying to let them know, like, hey, like, to your point, you know, college isn't there for everyone. This other path this path of trade is a path that you can follow and go. And I actually had a friend who was like doing trade and, you know, doing construction. He just didn't stick with it. So, you know, definitely keep inspiring your friends and telling them to keep going. And shout out to, you know, my guy back there for keeping them to going and stuff like that. Sometimes that's what it takes. So yeah.
I have a question, and it's related to like outreach. How did y'all hear about the program? How is the organization reaching out to youth and young adults to inform them about the construction world and the program in itself?
oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I didn't know nothing about this. Like, really, just my friend. So I can't really answer that question.
Okay. Well, you found out from him though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So yeah, word of mouth.
Well, for me, I saw the flyer at a pole in Bayview. And I live over here in the Mission, but I didn't see none of that around Mission. But when I went to Bayview, over that way, and it was on a pole, and it said women needed.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It said women needed. I was like, oh. So, you know, I called, and they were like, you know, you come in and bring your GED, you know, stuff like that. But if you don't have it, you're still in class, we'll help you.
Okay.
So,
rebuild is from 25 to 50. And so our whole goal is to teach them a type of skill. But construction, like I said, is not for everyone. And like you said, college is not for everyone. But what you can do, you can go through this program and realize, man, I think I want to go to college. Because it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. But here, if I work with my young folks and my middle-aged folks, the pathway is starting off as an apprentice, carpenter, plumber, electrician, iron worker, whatever it may be in the trades. You're averaging $30 an hour as an apprentice. That's $60,000 a year. Within 4 years, they will be making $150,000 through the raises and benefits and what I'm saying. So now, you got a guy that went to college for 4 years. He come out making $78,000 a year. These cats that went through the apprenticeship, they're making $150,000 a year.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're, you know, investing, doing the things they want to do. But the whole key starts from nutrition. That means what we call morning stretch, community service. That means we do our walk around the block, picking up trash, you know what I'm saying? Not smoking cigarettes and all that. No, we focus. We get back in here, we get into studies. So we're in the class, maybe sometimes in the class too much, but they have a curriculum they gotta do. They gotta do 8 modules. I'm sure they told you, basic safety, math ain't easy.
No.
Hand tools. So now once they get off hand tools, they can come out here and start learning about the hand tools. Power tools. Once they finish hand tools, they can play with the saw a little bit, then we get in detail. How to take the blade out, how to check the oil, how to, you know, turn the gauges. We go into all that. Then you go into blueprint reading. I need a drawing of this house. I want them to draw this house and tell me the dimensions, the width, everything. Then we go into employer communication. How you doing? Are we talking or are we just going, oh no, I don't know.
Right.
Then we go into employability. Are you employable?
Right.
Can you get a job? You gonna cut your hair? Are you gonna do something? Are you gonna wear the right clothes? You gonna pull your pants up?
Right.
Maybe they don't want to do construction, but guess what? They know how to put a little shed in their backyard. They know how to fix a door. She said the plumbing, they got the right pipe wrench. And they go there and she might say $75. It's only been here an hour. That's all I'm gonna charge you. Because we're here to teach them a life skill. I'm gonna go because I'm getting in trouble.
with Success Centers. About
San Francisco homeless encampment that is for tiny homes. Our young people assisted with this, and it is 70 units here. The units strictly are for housing, and then they have a separate shower and bathroom area. This is in partnership with Swinnerton as well as Dignity Moves, and the furniture was donated by IKEA as well as other private donors. They also do a lot of services there. So one of the great things was that Success Centers was able to take part in that tiny home.
You place them in homes, what's the duration of time?
When we place them in homes, we don't actually place them in the homes. We assist with building the homes, and you have to go through the same process. It's called Dr.
Because we like our tiny homes. Interim housing anywhere, but that whole parking lot there is an old community college campus, and there were tents there 3 months ago. There were tents there, youth commissions or different commissions throughout the city, hazards or journey level professionals within their own right. That's how we keep relevant. And then and we have a pathway into their EMT and paramedic program. We have support and connect people through. And even in the cannabis, the folks that develop the track and trace system.
Take a walk around and I'll explain everything to you all.
Like you said, give me my man it's the camera.
Again, these are the, this used to be literally a gas station. I get to say, that PG&E plant right there, I actually worked at that plant for 8 years in charge of the gas main, and I worked doing new services, right? So I would have actually been doing this new service had I still been working for PG&E. Or hopefully I would have been in the office by now. No, but, so this is like, when we when Jenny and Liz decided that we were going to write for the Youth Bill grants, we wrote in partnership with a lot of CBOs in the neighborhood. We wrote with a lot of CBOs in the neighborhood. Everything does not always go as planned, right? So, with that being said, we still had a responsibility. We had to pivot. And unfortunately, we had started our first cohort. We didn't have any place to place them. So, a new merger was made and created, and that was between Success Centers and Habitat for Humanity, right? Where there's a negative, something positive always comes out. That's how you look at it. And our positive was that we were able to get with Habitat for Humanity. Unfortunately, the other partnerships that we had, our youth would have had to pick a union to go into. They are still what? Learning. So when you get into everything here in the San Francisco area is very union. And so our youth would have had to go into a union instead of learning, right? What union they like, what's the concept, what the ask is. And so that's where a great relationship with Habitat for Humanity came in, because our youth were able to learn every aspect. And when I'm saying every aspect, they learned plumbing, they learned electrical, they learned sheetrock, they learned taping, they learned mudding. So, and these are all unions here in the San Francisco area that allowed them to make the decision on, well, I really wanted to be a carpenter, but then when I got into the work, I want to be a taper. And then the aspect, as Liz was saying, they come out here and work 500 hours. So when our youth finish our program and they finish this, that puts them in a different tier of the unions. Instead of going in making that $18, $19 an hour, they're now going in making $22 to $25 an hour. And that's with the labor's union. But when they're going into scrap, when they're going into sheetrock, they're starting off at like $30-some odd an hour. Yes, this is San Francisco. We already know, right? Right, because we had this conversation with, I have conversation with my friends in Atlanta. They're only making $12 to $8.75 to $12, right? And our kids out here we're asking, and we're still saying this is low, right? Because California is just high. San Francisco, if you make less than $122,000 a year, you're classified as low income.
We're getting there.
Austin, that way.
Right, you got.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
You getting there?
Yeah.
So so having the opportunity for our young people to come here and build this, right? They're able to, because they're from these neighborhoods. They're from Baby, they're from Fillmore, they're from Sunnydale. Some of them walked literally from their house to here to work. And so for them to be able to come over here and see a structure that they participated in and helped to build, and is standing here, and then they're going to be able to take part into the key ceremony, that's a major for them, right? And so it was very, very, very important when I was asked what's the tour going to look like. This was one of the first stops, because again, this was our first partnership with Habitat for Humanity. It is a total of 6 units. Everything is state of the art. Everything is LED, and everything is included. So when the client moves in after June 4th, they're literally just coming in with their furniture and their clothing. That's all they have to come in. It comes with washer and dryer, refrigerator, dishwasher, garbage disposal. And the other thing that is so great with this is that when they walk into the room, the light comes on. So they don't even have to turn the lights off, because everything is really created for the green. My name, Green. Y'all know that Green was created after me, right? So those are the things. So we get to really see that. Unfortunately, there was no one here because they have actually started. They're going to be allowing the people to move into the units. So that they wanted everybody to be moving to the units before we did the key ceremony. But no, we do hygiene class, we do life skills, because we got to teach them everything.
And that's what these people in Wisconsin don't get to understand. You put their money all you want, but if they don't have the basics, they don't have the basics for wasting.
We teach you how to make soda, out of baking soda, out of all the body. We got to do all of that, because baby. So Habitat does not work on Mondays. But you can go on down some more. Habitat works Tuesday through Saturdays. Yeah, that's why they're here. So this is the Amber Drive right here to the left. Our sign is coming out. This is actually. So that's where we are right now. I think personally, I want to say maybe 3 out of the 9 units have already been taken, but everything else. So Jenny and Liz saw another vision and another opportunity for the organization. So we.
Hello everyone, I'm Robert. I'm a career advisor.
And my name is Reba. I'm the Equity Program Coordinator.
Hi everybody, my name is Angel and I'm the Deputy Director of the Career Center. Thank you guys for being here.
I have 2 more staff. I'm missing.
Welcome. I'm Amanda Tolbert, and I am a program assistant.
And this is all some of my staff.
What we'll be doing is, we'll be allowing you to take a tour. We prepared, we've been cooking since yesterday for you guys, light snacks. Some snacks, light snacks. I only can do the snacks. They wouldn't allow me to cook. Just some cookie snacks. But again, welcome. At the Career Center, we're considered as wraparound services. We connect with all of the Career Center's program, construction, EMSA, the Oakland location. We're workforce development. What I do here, I do all the compliances, the audits. I make sure that we stay intact with all the CBOs and things like that. I do a lot of the data. I work closely with each program to make sure that they're in compliances. So my position can vary. We have equity. We have career services, one-on-one career advisors and job placements. We do employer spotlights weekly. We try to connect with CBOs that are also reentry friendly. We want to make sure that they're not left out because they're still part of the services we provide. If you look at the windows, we do host a variety of them. We have them every week. We do retail. Let Ms. Jenny in, please. We do, yes, thank you. We do retail, we do hospitality, we do arts, construction. We have a contract with CPMC. We're trying to bring in a lot of hospital jobs. We're trying to make sure that everything now is in person. We've been locked down so long, people don't want to work, they're afraid to work. So we're trying to get the employers to come out and connect. I think the best way to connect with someone is face-to-face. I don't like doing virtual because you can have your picture there but not be there, and you're not receiving all the food we want to give you. So we want to do that. I'm all over the place. I'm hot. But I want each program that we do service, like Miss Angela, Equity, I want her to speak about what we offer here. I want Charles, which is our program assistant career advisor.
Initiatives that we cover here, one of them is to ensure that those who are directly affected by the war on drugs get to be a part of this industry. That's our first and foremost goal. So with that said, we have a program called the Equity for Industry Workshops that we do on the evening side bi-monthly, where we bring in industry professionals to come in to teach our folks how to run these businesses, different nuances of the industry. Through that program, we've had scholarships to Oaksterdam, which is the first and original equity university in California. It's out of Oakland. We gave out 240 scholarships to them for folks to attend. And with that said, most of the equity partner businesses that are now open in San Francisco, like Burners on Haight, I hope that you guys will have time to visit some of these establishments. Burners on Haight is in the Haight. We just had Harborside open up over the weekend. That's Damian Posey. Burners on Haight is Sean Richards, partners with Burners, the hip hop artist. Anybody know who Burner is? Yep. We have Authentic 415 that opened up last year with Kareem Mayfield, who is a ex-boxer, professional boxer. He got his store going. And there's several more to come. We have the first Latina, Cindy De La Vega. She's over in Stizzy Union Square, so if you're in the Union Square, stop by there and support. Tell her Miss Angela and Successor sent you. So it's working, is what I'm saying. We're getting people to be a part of this to create generational wealth. And that's what this is all about. We also have expungement clinics to help people clear up their records. We're partnered with a law firm that actually comes and helps people for free get their records expunged. It's a really good feeling when I get a phone call and someone says, Miss Angela, I'm free. Wow. So you don't have to look over your shoulder. This job is not just a job for me, it's a lifestyle, it's a commitment to the community. And so you see me crying everywhere. when I run into people, I may be out, say 30 miles from here. I was up at Santa Rosa at one of the cannabis convictions. I heard, Miss Angela! And I'm like, who knows me out here? And he's like, hey, it's me, you got me my job. that is such a rewarding feeling. So being here at Success Centers, we're doing lots of work and building up the community, and we'll continue to do so.
Like, how does that work? Okay.
This is still federal illegal.
Yeah.
We are, I must say, non-plant touching. Can you guys hear me with my voice?
Yeah. So a little bit about what else that we do upstairs. You guys will probably have an opportunity to take a look at our education site. Upstairs is where we also house our Youth Access Center. I oversee our youth workforce contracts up there as well. Specifically our Young Adult Subsidized Employment Program, where we're able to provide young people with subsidized employment opportunities in 3 targeted industries. It's healthcare, tech, and construction. In addition to that, they receive career advising, so it's essentially case management where we keep track of their progress, check in with their supervisors, ensure that everything is going well for them. At the end, well, forgive me, they actually get up to 500 hours at $18 an hour at their particular work site. The idea is that if they're successful, they can get on board long-term and receive some of the benefits that that organization will be providing. What else? Sorry, I blanked out. In addition to that, we cultivate outside relationships with other organizations. So if a young person is able to connect with a supervisor at a site that we don't have any contact with, then we'll ask that young person to conduct like a warm handoff, where we're able to step in, talk to the supervisor there or the recruiter to see if they're able to provide that site. Yeah, so that's kind of like a little brief overview of the YACE program, right? And we also stay with them for a year. So we don't just, if they're not successful in their site, we're not just going to be like, all right, guys, we're done with you. We're going to be able to stay with them for an additional year, where we follow up with them 4 times a year to make sure that they're doing well. We also have a school site upstairs where you'll have an opportunity to explore. It's more of an alternative school site. A lot of young people who may not do well in the regular public school system, we offer a very particular personal service for them upstairs. Some of those young folks are system involved, so we cater to that population also. Does anyone have any questions right now?
I have a question.
Yes.
What does the city or you do to incentivize employers to participate in your subsidized employment program?
Well, we offer $18 an hour. I mean, a lot of other places, the minimum wage, outside of San Francisco is less than $18 an hour.
No, I'm talking about how do you get the businesses to...
So it's essentially free help, right? Like if you're an organization and you're pretty busy, you could use the extra hands. It's even better when you don't have to cover the wages for those participants. And we don't just send anyone to these work sites. We make sure that we coach the participants. We make sure that they've gone through our job readiness trainings and things like that before we just send them off. We want to ensure that that relationship stays healthy and remains healthy, so we're going to be careful in who it is that we're referring out.
Some places are not that fortunate. It's hard to find employers that are willing to take on, especially the young people that are the most vulnerable and need the most help.
Right, and I think it's also helpful who you have establishing those relationships, right? Someone that's able to talk to the employer and kind of assure them that we're not just going to be referring anyone, right? And so I think that's also a big part of who you have doing the work and are they able to do the work. Does anyone have any questions? Again, I may be speaking fast. Yes.
Ms. Liz wants to answer that question.
Basic information. I want to I guess you want me to run through it a little bit. We got a co-employee program next door. Basic brief, kind of like description. It's introduction IT to about web development, to video game making. We do some app stuff up there. The best part about it is if you get like 24 to 30, 18 to 24, you get a free MacBook. It's 41 weeks. We're trying to shorten it because it's a little long. We've been losing folks. But let me just get guys.
You didn't have to, right? And so we want to say thank you. We're so happy. And I know it was only going to be 20 people. And I'm like, no, we can do more. We can do more. Because again, we always want to go above and beyond. The construction, the Career Center has some treats for you all in terms of water and some potato chips and stuff. Unfortunately, I'm getting the eye. I'm not going to say Nanette is saying that we got to get back on the bus though. But again, this was just a glimpse into the Success Centers organization. We are available through email, text. Our sign-in is 22828. If you text it, you will get any and everything pertaining to the Success Centers organization in regards to job placement. I'm Tracy Green, Gloria Price, Robert, Joseph, Kalia, Nina, Angel, Amanda, Reba, George, where's Miss Angie? Charles, Miss Jenny Price, our CEO. Thank you so much for coming to the session.